What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Bocan Garage, and I guess I got a little treat for you guys today. We are going to be embarking right now on something that I was trying to put together and it seemed like it wasn't going to happen because I was trying to sell my Fusion, but people were flaking and not doing it. But yeah, a lot of stuff happened. Basically, we are going to right now be heading over to my friend's place to pick up a truck and trailer, and we are going to be driving an hour and a half away to Vallejo, California, to potentially pick up a new project car. Yeah, so because of the way things happened, I am not being able to pay for this car in full. I am having to go, 50-50 on the car, so we're going to fix it up, have fun with it, and then flip it. Now, the car currently, body-wise and interior-wise, looks to be in decent enough shape. Now, the engine runs, and the engine seems to be, again, in running condition, blah, blah, blah. So, not the worst. And for the price that we're going to get the car for, if everything checks out when we get there, honestly, it's very worth it. Easily flippable car. And you guys will get to see what it is. I don't want to spoil the surprise. I don't think I said what it was yet. I hope I didn't. But you guys will get to see what the car is when we get there. So I got to go pick up the truck and trailer right now. Then I got to gas it up, and then I got to drive an hour and a half. It is I know it looks maybe it looks sunny right now, but it is definitely not sunny ish. It has been a rainy, stormy day. Like you can see out there in the distance, it is very dark and stormy. So let's hope for the best, and outside of like safe travels, let's hope for the safe travels, and let's hope that the car is in the condition that it stated in the ad. Well, guys, it has been a very adventurous, stressful drive here. I put $60 in the tank, and I guess the truck and trailer or whatever was low already, because started getting closer to the place where the car is, and all of a sudden, like on a bridge of all things, starts sputtering, and I'm like, oh god, no, please don't. And yep, fuel was low.
In 1,000 feet, your destination will be on the right.
Sorry about that. So yeah, I had to put gas in. We're coming up on the place right now, literally, and it is still slightly light outside, so it's not the worst. But now I just gotta find a place to park.
Your destination is on the right.
Or put the trailer somewhere or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So here we are, guys. We're somewhere in Vallejo. I believe that's our shop up ahead. So we're gonna go check out the Civic. Parked up here on the side because I don't know, it seemed like the easiest spot to park. So, all right, guys. Sorry I didn't show off the car a whole lot while checking it out. See the project. You got most of the interior. It turns on. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun project. Give you guys a little bit more of an in-depth view of it. It is a 96 EK Civic hatch. She needs some TLC, but one thing I know how to do with cars is give them that TLC. So now, just check out the ramps of the trailer, and we're going to obviously drive it on up, and then I'm going to strap her down, and then we're going to drive home. And it is, I don't know if you guys can hear the wind. I wish you guys could feel it out here. It is freezing out here in the Bay Area. It's normal weather. I'm a Bay Area kid, so like this doesn't really affect me that much. But it is chillier than I was expecting. I'll say that much. forward a little bit more. That's perfect. Look at that, guys. Huh? Right? I was like, that bumper about to come off. That would have been funny as hell for me, honestly. Alright, guys, after some of the sketchiest driving, I gotta say, we are at least back in town, stopping off to top off the truck with some more gas because that thing has been guzzling gas. But we're back in town. We got the EK here still on the trailer. So as you can see, yes, I know you guys are probably going to yell at me in the comments for using these thin ones, but let me show you why I'm not using like dual big ones. Like I got big ratchet here, small ratchet there, because my coworker, I don't know what the hell he did to this thing. I spent literally 20 minutes in the cold or so trying to untangle this, and it's just impossible. It's just impossible. But we got the Civic back in town. I won't say home because we're not home yet. And it's actually going to probably go to my boss's place for a bit just because I, at the moment, don't have time to be, put it anywhere. But sorry I didn't show you guys. Let me try and turn on my phone's light. Sorry I didn't really show you guys much of the car when we were at the place. It was pretty much, it was cold, it was freezing. I honestly wanted to pick up the car and get it out. But you see it's missing a little trim piece there, and it might not be because there's actually a lot of trim pieces in the back. It is missing the rear seats, but that's not really a big issue because if I do end up keeping this car for myself, like I buy out, like I think I told you guys earlier, I went half on this car, and I might buy out their half if they end up not wanting to work on it, or it ends up being too much for them or whatever. So if I do end up buying it off of them, I will pretty much be turning this into a work truck of sorts, like to the point to where the back won't matter to me. Like I'll literally just delete the seats how they're already deleted. I'll see, yeah, there's lower trim right there. It's missing right there. So yeah, it's got the trim. Cool. But yeah, I might just put like, custom toolboxes in there or something. Seats obviously are duct taped together, which is kind of funny. But obviously we don't care about that. We're going to put some NRGs or Recaros or something in here at some point. But yeah, like I know you guys know, these top parts are made out of really brittle plastic, so that one's broken. The one on that side's cracked, but it's not horrible. We got this stupid NRG quick release, which is fine. I don't mind the quick release. I hate this steering wheel. Why do you Honda guys keep doing this? One thing I did notice, though, when we were checking out the car that I didn't notice from the pictures because he didn't show, we got the SI cluster, boys. So that's already like $300 to $400 right there. Like the fact that we got the SI cluster, that's freaking cool. But yeah, so we're back in town. We're gonna try and make it home safe. I just want to give you guys a little bit of an update because I know I didn't film a whole lot when we were there picking up the car because honestly, it was freezing. It was freezing in the bay, and I just really didn't like that. But yeah, I know you guys are looking at this stupid grill here. This is all gonna go bye-bye. We're gonna go OEM swap because that's what we do. But I'm gonna get back to driving, guys. Alright guys, so I apologize it is dark because it is nighttime. Obviously you can tell by the sky, which you can't really see because it's pitch black, but we got it home. The straps did their job and got it back. I apologize again. The footage is not going to be the greatest right now because it is nighttime, but yeah. So I don't know if I talked about much of the car in the previous clips, but before my battery dies, I'm just going to go over it. It is a 1996 EK Civic hatchback, not coupe. I don't know why I said coupe. It's not a coupe, and it has like 2000 spec Fast and Furious rims. It has 4 of them, matching rims. It's got like Fast and Furious stupid freaking aftermarket bumper. Now the funny part about that, guys, and correct me if I'm wrong, this hood I think is the pre-facelift hood, and then the bumper you could tell was meant for like the facelift because obviously they do not match or line up. Either that or this bumper was meant for the pre-facelift and that hood is a facelift hood. I don't know personally. Obviously you can see the aftermarket headlights. I don't remember the exact differences between the facelift and pre-facelift of these Civics, so if you guys can give me a rundown with that, that would be very helpful, because I know that depending on if you want facelift or pre-facelift, you have to swap out hood, fender, headlights, bumper, and it's just a project in itself. The car's a decent-ish blue. It's not obviously the best condition blue. You can tell it was sprayed, but it's alright. You can tell at one point it was red, or had a red Bondo, red primer overspray. But one thing that my friend noticed that I did not, look at that. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Is that burgundy or is that the rare purple that these cars came in? Like, obviously since it's dark, I can't tell 100%, but that looks like a dark purple, almost like a crystal shine to it. And if that is originally the purple, I'm very depressed that they would spray this. Like, I mean, yeah, I want the EK to be champion white or Phoenix yellow, but if this was that purple and they sprayed it, like, I don't know if you can tell based on the code. So you shine it without like blinding you guys. I don't know if you can tell the color code in the actual, VIN. It says interior color type K DK gray. Oh, there's the color R974. So I'm gonna look that up when we get home, because that was kind of nice of a color. But yeah. So obviously it's got a little bit of a project ahead of us. Like, obviously in most cases these things, headliners are not the greatest because they are made of cheap material, and this one, I think it's missing the outer layer. It's just the foam left, so you can breathe that beautiful foam all in. Again, remember, all that interior right there is back there. One thing that I'm noticing, there's wire right here that I don't know what it goes to. I think this, if I'm not mistaken, is to the airbag for the steering wheel. As for this wire, I'll try and pull it down, see where it goes. It's going all around town and up. Okay, so it's going up somewhere. We'll figure out what that is. But the lights work, things work. It just needs, some TLC. One thing that I need to figure out is, where did the actual cable for the hood latch go? Yeah. So that's kind of, not there where it should be. But if I recall, if these things are anything like the EG6s, and actually I had an EK, and if I'm not mistaken, when I was replacing its fenders, I think the cable for it is up here somewhere under the fender. But yeah, try and get in there. Light. I'd hate those aftermarket lights so bad. Like, you could tell this person loved Fast and Furious, or they just really loved that early 2000 Honda spec life. Which, I get it. I get it. I was a car guy in those times too, and it's got a certain nostalgic feel to it, but just, it's not the fit anymore. Bumper here, or the missing side skirt, looks like it got dinged in a little bit. You can pull that out. That's not a problem. It's not that bad. It is still metal. Like, you can tell that there's work done to it, like a little bit of Bondo, but like, it's all still mostly metal. Like, just really nice. It's not rusted underneath. The shock suspension is still good on it. And in all honesty, just, it's not, these tail lights, God, these are so Altezza freaking Euro spec, and I just hate them so much. Now the rear hatch looks like it could use some adjustment, because you can see the gap there is really wide, pulled away from the body, and then you can see down here it's pulled away from the taillights. So that's not hard to adjust the hatch. That's pretty simple. And come around here, show you that this taillight is exactly the same, except it's foggy. I don't know if we could buff that out or whatnot, or it looks like it has a film on it, but no, it's just like foggy. But you can tell, like, see the line for this one? The line is a lot closer, so it just needs to be adjusted, that's all. But simple Honda stuff. Now, funny thing here, we have a straight pipe, and he held it in there with some plumber's tape, which is kind of hilarious. and it's rusted out, literally just hanging on the freaking control arm, which is just absolutely hilarious. But underneath, like, yeah, it's dirty. Like, it's dirty in terms of dirt, but no rust. Like, literally, like, rust free. And I get it, California car, and that's the beauty of having California cars is we generally don't have to deal with rust unless the vehicle's been sitting in a field or something. And obviously you get the side skirt here. It's a little loose, but it's whatever. For $900, guys, honestly, it's just missing trim here, missing pieces here and there, but it's enough to make it a fun project, and there's enough still there, like, to where you're not going to be like a daunting task. Like, it's not completely barren, and I love that. It's just, I see so much potential in this car, and if you guys know, like, there is, if you're willing to put in the work, a lot of potential in these old Civics. Potential to make them fast cars, potential to make them fun cars, but also potential to make some money. See, look at there. You see, he spray painted the calipers, which I'm not hating on him for doing that. I've done it too. Like, all of us Fast and Furious spec kids, we've done that. I won't deny it. And just look at that custom cotter pin there, which is just some like baling wire or something like that. But hey, it works. Got some custom wires up in here. Bulbs hanging down there. So, like, you know, it's very simplistic stuff that can be fixed. And it's the kind of stuff that I love, to where I can just make a small list or a big list of random stuff I need from the pick and pull, and I can just be like, all right, I need this wire loom, I need that, I need this and then that. And then you get the adventure, at least I think it's an adventure, of, like, you know, hunting the parts at pick and pull. I live for that kind of stuff. But yeah, so that is a future fun car that we'll be working on. It'll be a joint project, and I'm looking forward to it. Like, the travel to go get this car was some of the sketchiest, scariest driving I've ever done, guys. Like, when I tell you that I am so surprised that these little things actually held down, the little straps held down, I'm so sketched out by them, but they did their job, and thank God the tow hitch is not rusted out. It's in beautiful condition, and the car got home. The car is back. It's at my boss's right now, my friend's house, because, you know, it just is for now, because it's on the trailer, and I don't really plan to take it anywhere, and not yet, at least. It's just, we're gonna have fun with it. Just a very, very fun car, and, like, I don't know, if this bumper wasn't so dinged up and nasty, I probably wouldn't hate it as much. But it is very Honda Racer Boy spec, and I don't really play with that much. I like, you know me, I like a good OEM car, I like a good OEM color, but I'm not gonna rag on it. I like it. It's fun. But that's gonna be it for today, guys. I know you guys want to see more content, and I'm out here trying to do what I can on the budget that I have, and hopefully you don't mind seeing a little bit of Civic content added to the channel, because who doesn't love a fun Civic? Anyways, guys, remember, every broken car is an adventure. This one right here is testament to that. It's not broken, runs, drives, but it's going to be an adventure, because there's more stuff to do with it than a normal car that's not broken, or a project, I guess we'll say. Can't say broken because it's not broken, it works, but I'm still going to say every broken car is an adventure. Anyways, guys, until next time, be safe out there, have fun, and take care of yourselves. Later.